is going on, guys? Today we've got the Encore icon upgrade. This is repeatable and it will give you base, Centurion, Winter Wildcard or Team of the Year icons. It isn't a player pick, so it is just going to be a straight out pack. And by the looks of it, no Thunderstruck. I don't know why there's not all of them in there, but we don't really bother. It is repeatable and it is an 83 with a Team of the Week, 84 with a Team of the Week, and an 85. Now, in terms of Team of the Weeks, this will make it that little bit more expensive as the Team of the Weeks do skyrocket. At the moment, it's coming in at 127,000 coins, but I want to see what is, let's go here, what is the cheapest Team of the Week they're suggesting? Okay. 0 coins. So that's where we're obviously going, 20,000 coins. So at the moment, by the looks of it, you could snipe one for about 32, 33. So if they're both gone in that SBC, we're looking towards more about 190, give or take. Now, in terms of this, it is very risky because there is a lot of icons you can get. There is no rating in this. It is purely any icon from base, Winter Wildcard, obviously Team of the Year, which is always a good pull, and then into Centurions as well. Now, I think they are going to be worth it, but it's going to be a long grind. You've got 6 days to get it done. I wouldn't say go out and spend every bit of fodder. I would just be doing it as my upgrades go. We get a mixed player pack, a small Electrum, and a premium gold. The likely chance of getting anything out of them is very slim, so it's not as if we could get any tradable look back, but you could obviously sell everything here and make some coins back, I suppose, which would pay for the next one, but again, with you grinding around, sometimes it's good to just keep them in as well. Well, we've started with a bronze and a silver, so that's always a good start. Obviously, a Team of the Week would be really good as well, especially the tradable one, if then you want to grind out for the other. So we've got the gold on this one, and it's going to be American, goalkeeper, and I think that's going to be nobody.
If your team's looking like this, then I have the place for you. Head over to U7Buy for all your coin needs. They're cheap, fast, and reliable, but make sure to use JT11 at the checkout for 6% off all of your coin orders.
So, because I'm pretty sure the only goalkeeper we want is Chilean from the females. So, discard all of these, we'll keep everything in, and we'll have a look at the Encore. Let me know down below if you managed to get anything, and how many you've done of them. Obviously, we've got a lot of the exchange as well. What do we got? Oh no, it does have Thunderstruck, just not on there. So base Centurions, Thunderstruck, Winter Wildcard, or Team of the Year. Give me the blue. I don't even know which one that is. Ooh, that is bittersweet, to be honest with you, because we've done his Team of the Year. It's a good one as well. Like it's a decent one in comparison to what there is. Like genuinely, how much is he coming in at? So he's coming in at the rate, but literally we have got the Team of the Year version. So this is why I'm like, do them at your own perish at times. It depends on how many SBCs you've done. All of the icons, like say, we could get another Eto, a Garincha, a Maldini, Zidane. Best is unfortunately one there. At least he's not duplicate at the minimum, but I would say the kind of way I would grind these out is kind of more into the 85 upgrade. The 85 campaign pick, that's going to be my favourite personally. I like the fact the Encore's there, but if we were to just look at all of the icons you can get, obviously with Footbin you can click this new advanced and you can go and just, there's no future styles, so that's fine. So Team of the Year, Thunderstruck, Centurions. There was no dynasties as well actually, which is... that's a weird one. Why we haven't got them? We go that was everything. Centurion, Thunderstruck, Winter Wildcard, Team of the Year. So if we apply this, obviously there will be a completely extinct one, so he'd be at the bottom anyway. So the best of the best you could get is going to be like Mia Hamm, obviously R9, Ronaldinho, Vieira, R9, Cruyff, Pele. But the lowest you can get is scary. Obviously, you've got the Centurions that haven't got a base floor of 60. But then we have all of them here. There's probably about 60, I'd imagine, that are way under the value. So on page 2, we're looking for about 200k worth of value. So looking at it, it's going to be on page 4. So that would be over... what are we looking at about here? So we're looking at about... I'd say anywhere between 95 and 105 icons that you could get that are under the value without excluding SBCs. I don't know if there's any SBCs in there. More than likely with Winter Wildcard, there might be a few. But at the very minimum, we're looking at about 90 that are going to be under. And then you've got a solid... probably about 60 to maybe 80 that are going to be above. So it is a decent weight, but in terms of grinding them out, them Team of the Weeks are going to be the costly one. So if we look at kind of the ways that you can do this, challenges are always going to be the number one first because they are tradable. You can get some rewards, and if you do get a Team of the Week, it is going to make life a lot easier to obviously go do the Team of the Week upgrade. So if you do manage to get a tradable Team of the Week and it's say an 85, they will still go for 33,000. At the minimum, you want to do that and just buy buy the Team of the Week player pick. The likely chance of you not getting an 85 is very slim, so I would just go do that for the chance of getting somebody higher. You could get an 88, an 87, and then you can put in less in each of the SBCs, and plus you can get tradable coins as well. Obviously the daily's always going to be number one. I would say then the 83 times 10 could be good for fodder later on, and it depends on if you are focusing on the players or the upgrade. They always do this when we have got an abundance of players. They just give us so many upgrades as well. Like we have got Chilwell, Isaac. We obviously got the new showdowns for today as well with Sanchez and Michael or Mikel. We have got still some of the fantasies there as well also, plus Rasmus, Ginola, and then a lot of the icons, Jarzinho, Yashin from today, and then all of the future stars that are still there also. So it is just the normal thing. We have got an abundance all at once. It's never spread out. So for me, in terms of grinding this, I would always wait until you've got the 2 Team of the Weeks, because it's just going to be the easy one. If you are obviously on the 85 and say you've got it done but you kind of don't want the full SBC done, make sure you are using the exchange. It is a definite big way of grinding the game out this year. The exchange has just added so much grindability. Like Nep has said over many videos, it's a perfect way to grind this out. I've currently got a few packs that are just waiting in there. What you do from the exchange is if you've got a duplicate player, 85 and above, that you don't want to put into an SBC as of yet, put them into the exchange and you get 19 player packs. That can easily go back into a player pick, and it saves you discarding a fodder or utilising fodder then you don't really want to as of yet. So I would suggest doing that. The League SBC is always going to be a profitable way if you can do it with as minimal spending as possible. Then obviously the daily golds. I'm personally a big fan of the player picks. I think they are number one in every category just because of the pick side of it, and obviously it is a 1 of 3 as well. You could argue between the 81 double, but I personally don't like them as much, mainly because of the pick aspect. I can pick away from any duplicates, so I can kind of grind the game more without having to then be stopped and made to go do something else. So say if I was only doing 5 picks and then I wanted to move on to something else, you kind of can't do that with the 81 doubles. Normally you kind of have to do them one at a time, otherwise you're there just sitting there re-rinsing everything for absolutely ages. So in terms of the icon upgrade, I think it's a decent one, and it's definitely to deter you from a lot of the players because it's an icon upgrade. There is a lot of good stuff in there, but for me, I wouldn't say it's like a number one go and do. There is going to be a lot that we can get done over the next few weeks, and more than likely we have got Team of the Season, Foot Birthday, maybe Trophy Titans. I think that one's another one that was coming in the coming weeks that most definitely will be well grindable. Team of the Season is going to be a very grindy one this time around. I can just already see it with the exchange, with all of the challenges, the upgrades, the objectives. It's going to be a very grind heavy Team of the Season. Maybe even Foot Birthday. That normally tends to be one of the better promos that they give us, and hopefully they do give us less to do but give us more sort of things, so we don't have to sit here grinding for absolute hours, but it's not necessarily just handing it to us. And that's normally Foot Birthday in a nutshell. It's a good SBC. I managed to do at least profitable about it, so I suppose if I did it again, technically I'm still up in value of what I've got back from the player, but in terms of the player, it wasn't good for me.